Good morning, everyone. Today is Super Bowl Sunday. Today the Broncos face off against the Carolina Panthers. If you guys have a prediction on who's going to win, just put a comment below. I would appreciate it to see who thinks who's going to win. Alrighty. So first, this video again is on how to optimize your gaming on Counter-Strike Global Offense on frames per second. So to show you guys, I'm going to run on the lowest hardware. I do have a GeForce GTX 960M, but I'm just going to show you guys that I did preset it to the lowest setting, that integrated graphics here and integrated graphics here for the processor for Counter-Strike Global Offense integrated graphics. Okay, so we'll go into the game. We'll log into a server and see how that affects us. I already done this, so it's around 30. Right now, you're not even in a server. You have 0 ping and around 80 frames per second. That's just how it runs. And we'll just join one of these casual games, not a competitive one because they'll lock me in for like 16 rounds. While we wait for the server to log us in, I hope you guys check out my other videos, the unboxing of my laptop and the Nokia Lumias. So luckily we got matched on Dust 2, one of my favorite maps, and you see that the frames per second jumped up a little bit, but that doesn't really mean anything, and the ping is at around 30-ish. I'm in Vancouver, and I think the server's in Seattle, so then the ping is usually around 30 or so, depending on who's using the internet and whatnot. So I'm surprised I have a little bit higher ping. Maybe someone in the house is downloading or whatnot. So I'll join Counter-Terrorist. You can see the frames are only at 30. This is at 30 frames per second on an integrated graphic card from Intel, which this is like low performance. You're not going to be playing like this on your computer. So just to save time, I'm just going to exit this game and change it to the Nvidia processor. So when I was researching this, is like, how do I make sure I'm going to get the maximum output? So the best thing to do is make sure that I set everything to high and I still only get 30 frames per second while I am in the video, while I'm logged into a server. So I'm going to keep these all here, and then I'm going to change my computer, presetting the settings to the actual graphic card itself. So first they let you do this one here, which I recommend you change it to the high performance Nvidia processor. Also here, and then it says, would you like to apply these changes now? You say yes. Okay, and then you'll close this one once it allows you to. Okay, and then the best thing to do is go to the source. The source is, what's your graphic card? My graphic card is GeForce. So I went to geforce.com, go to the drivers, just click on the drivers tab. You can automatically driver updates by pressing download, but I did it the manual way. I thought that was the most professional way. You go to GeForce, which is my graphic card's manufacturer. Go to the series. I have 900M series. Then I have a GTX 960M. And I have, oh, this is the biggest one, where you have to go to the right windows with the right bit. So I have a 64-bit computer because I can process that much more on a Windows 10. Even though Counter-Strike only runs on a 32-bit, but I have that option. I can go to 64-bit, and then I have English and all. So you start the search, or you could do the auto detect, which runs Java, which I'm not even gonna try right now. So I did the search. It was all done last night. So these are all the results. So you would download the GeForce Game Ready driver, the most current one, released on January 27, 2016. Version 361.75. So you click on that one, then you would agree and download, and it would download automatically on Microsoft Edge, which I believe is one of the better Internet Explorers now because it's actually very secure. Okay, and I did mention, okay, when you download this, it will appear right here, and you'll install it. You double click it to start it up. I haven't started it up yet, and it's actually pretty well developed. It's really friendly, user friendly. So it detects my games. I already have Counter-Strike. I have Need for Speed Most Wanted. So this is the game that I was talking about there, where you can get a free game. It's actually for free right now. So you go up here, you go to origins.com, At origin.com, you'll type in Need for Speed Most Wanted, and it'll pop up, and you can download it for free to play. That's just complimentary from their website. And again, these are what you can see. And they said there's optimal settings. So let's double check everything first. First, you have the drivers. After you install it, it says that you did get this version 361. Talks about your computer. This is my SKYLAKE i7, and with the high definition, but I do have 4K on my monitor. But again, I'm just broadcasting this through my external monitor on a BenQ series EW2420. And they talk about how you can stream your video games, whatnot. Okay, so we go back to the game tab, and we're going to work on Counter-Strike. So on Counter-Strike, you'll launch the game from here. So actually, I'm going to close out of this one now. And I want to show you guys that the frames per second will actually increase, and I'm keeping all these at high standards. Okay, so let's add this. So the reason why I like this right here is because you can launch the game from the GeForce experience. That means you are gonna get the optimal settings. So what they mean by optimal settings, they tell you what they're gonna adjust. There's shader, details, FXAA, anti-aliasing, model texture detail. These are what they're going to change for you. So I'm going to revert it just to show you guys what would happen. So nothing's optimal now. Nothing's set together. And then when you want to optimize, click on the button. Or you can change it yourself. You can just go performance. See the arrow tab changes. Or you want quality. And the quality is what I want. So I want the optimal. And then just press cancel for now, but it says it's using optimal settings anyways. So we'll launch the game from here. And I did mention how you can get 200, almost 200 frames per second, or an average of 180 to 200 or plus frames per second Counter-Strike. So as they launch right now, I'll show you guys. It's a standard FPS of 100 when there is no server. So we'll go and play a game, and let's join the same thing. Let's go to the active duty and the casual, and see how that will change for us now. The biggest thing about this is also when you're playing on a laptop, the power outage is a big deal. So if you plug in the power, usually the frames per second are a lot higher, and I will show you guys that if in a moment, where if you unplug the power cord, it will go on battery mode, and the settings are a lot lower. So we'll continue. So instead of getting 30 anymore, I actually get a frame rate of about averaging 130, sometimes I see 150, all the way down to, yeah, it's averaging about 125 to 130 with a ping of 40. So I'm telling you guys, the ping and the FPS are independent of each other. They're not the same thing. Not because if you're lagging, you can get lower FPS. Or if you're not lagging, like you have 0 ping, your FPS are super high. That's not true. The FPS is just a measurement of how many frames per second your graphic card will output, versus ping is just how much lag time you have on a server. So last night I was downloading like Need for Speed. I had 200 ping, but my FPS was still around 130, 140. So as you can see, this is real time. That if you optimize the newest drivers from the manufacturer website, you will get above normal FPS and not run the integrated graphics card. So we'll exit out of this now because they're changing maps. So just to save us some time. So to get to 200, let's show you guys how that works. I actually had to lower the settings. And I don't see a real big difference in that. Let's say I want to play on medium. I change this all to medium. And I will apply these settings. It takes about a second, especially if you have a high quality computer. And then you'll exit out of here. You also want to exit out of here. I did try to play this last night on for Need for Speed, since it was free. And the gameplay was actually pretty well. They direct you how to play and stuff like that. And I would try it out. It's for free. So just go on that website and try it out. And then close out of here. And just to make sure I still have everything set to the Nvidia graphic card, I'm just going to pop in here real fast just to double check myself. It's a tendency I like to do. Okay, so I still outputting the graphics processor on the high performance Nvidia. Okay, so this time we're going to enter the Counter-Strike right on the application itself. And remember, I preset this to the medium standards, not high output as what we just saw, which was around 130, 140 on this awesome laptop. So now it's still the same thing, it's 100 something. This is before you log in, so double checking again. I still have medium settings. You go into find a game, you go to casual. So on medium settings, let's see what they'll generate for us. And this is when I did notice a significant. So we went from 30 frames per second to like about 110, 20, 30 frames per second average. And now we're going to go about to 200 something or 180 or 190 frames per second average. And I'll show you guys about the battery thing too. I almost forgot that. Now I reminded myself here. So first, we'll continue and just doing Counter-Strike again. And frames per second should be going up a lot higher. I am not sure why right now it's not going that high, but usually last time when I did this, it did go up to 180, 170, 180, consistently about that high.
I saw him giving to this one guy through the wall.
Maybe it just takes some time to adjust, but it shouldn't be like this. I was pretty confident. So let's say I remove the battery power right now. I'm going to unmove the power right now and you'll see it drop. So it drops to 17 frames per second, 30 frames per second, and this is pretty consistent. Like this is how it's supposed to be because you're running on your battery now. When you're running on battery, the laptop knows to save power. So that's the battery powering setting. So unplug this back in, and you'll see it jump back right up.
Clutch.
Okay. And you can actually do get full output on your battery setting if you go into the Nvidia application and then you just change your battery settings to optimal. That was just next to one of the tabs I forgot to show you guys. So it's probably done. Everyone likes the Colt, and let's just play it for a little bit. So this is medium setting. You get around like 150 frames per second or even higher. I even had almost like averaging up to 190, 200 with a ping of 30. And let's just play one round. Oh, I don't even know where he's shooting it from. Wow, where'd that come from? Wow, he ninja'd it. Wow, he must be a sniper somewhere. Only has 16 HP, so gotta be careful here. Actually don't see anyone. Spook him a little bit. I'm not sure where that guy shot me from. That was pretty... Oh! Okay, I almost had him, I think, but let's look at this little replay. How I got fragged. Alright, laughed it off. Okay, so we can exit this now. And basically that was what I wanted to show you guys. So the frames per second are a lot higher now, even though it's on medium setting. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I hope it does help you out. You want to maximize your graphic card, your game time, your gameplay, everything. You just want to make sure everything is right for you. So I hope you guys leave some comments, subscribe, and let me know how I'm doing. Hopefully you guys will like these videos and I can upload more, show you guys what can be done with your computer and your graphics card. And again, some people are playing using their computer and playing video games or whatever they're doing, software editing, streaming, broadcasting like I am, like I'm recording this right now, without like proper use of the hardware. So if you guys like this, please comment and leave a comment. Please subscribe and leave a comment below. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Enjoy the Super Bowl.